Hi, my name's Ruan and this is my channel, The Yorkshire Sew Girl. How are you all diddling? I hope you're really well. I'm here today to talk about a challenge called #SewFruity24. Probably heard about this challenge because it's been running for a while. It's run by the lovely Yvette from Blossom Sandwich, also the co-creator of Stash Hub as well, the app that I use all the time to store all of my fabrics and patterns and projects on. And yes, this is about the 4th year I think that this challenge has been run, and I'm really excited to be taking part. So each day this month, pretty much, I think there might be 1 or 2 gaps, there will be a vlogger talking about their maybe inspiration for the challenge, things they've made previously, what fabrics they might have, it might be a tutorial, that sort of thing. We're all here to hopefully give you a little bit of inspiration and get you actively involved in the challenge. Fingers crossed. Now, I'm not going to go into too much of the detail. I'll be putting some graphics up for you to have a look at. But if you're unsure about anything to do with this challenge, I will link Yvette's vlog down in the description box below, because she has done a video all about everything to do with the challenge. There's also lots of frequently asked questions that she's covered as well this year, things like that. So if there's anything that you're unsure of, you can go onto that video and have a look, and hopefully all of your answers or your questions will be answered. But the main priority for this #SewFruity24 is to make something fruity. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fabric that's got fruit on it. It can just be inspired by fruit. So it could be the colours of a watermelon, that type of thing. It could also be an accessory. It doesn't have to be a garment. So I don't know, maybe, for example, you were going to create an amazing pineapple quilt. I don't know where that came from. I just plucked it out of nowhere, but you know what I'm saying. So you don't necessarily have to use a fabric that has got loads of fruit in it. I thought I'd pop on today though and talk you through a little bit of inspiration of what I'm thinking about doing. I've come up with quite a few different potential projects. The likelihood of me getting all those done is 0%, but I'm hoping to get at least one done so that I can actually submit it into the challenge, because the reveal date is on the 30th of June over on Instagram. You just have to use the #SewFruity24, tag Yvette in from Blossom Sandwich, and I think it'd be really good if you could put whether you're in the UK or international, because that will help her out a lot when she comes to do the prizes. Yes, there's prizes, and I'm really looking forward to being in with the chance of winning one. When we did So Frugal, it was quite difficult to try and match up the prizes to international or UK people, so I know how important that is. So if you can remember, please do that. But we're part of a vlogger tour, so I'm sandwiched by both Sams today. Yesterday was the gorgeous Sam from Sequin Girly Creates, and tomorrow is the lovely Sam from So Let's Sparkle with Sam. I will pop their YouTube channels in the description box below, so please do go over and see, if you've not already, what one of the Sams has done, and then check out tomorrow what the other Sam has done. What am I wearing today? I am wearing a Cocowawa plum dress. This is my first one. I've made 2 of these. I've made one in this beautiful viscose that I got from Rainbow Fabrics a long time ago, and one in like a bright red double gauze, which was also from Rainbow Fabrics. But I love it. It's actually sunny here today, people. You won't be seeing this until I think Thursday, but this is actually Sunday that I'm recording this on, and it's sunny for the first time in what feels like forever. So I've got a nice swishy summer dress on. Husband's been out mowing the lawn, and he's just shouted up, "I'm done now, you can record." So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really wear a lot of like fruity fabrics. I'm not really a novelty kind of print person. So when I said that I would take part in this, because I really wanted to support Yvette, I was kind of like, I really don't have any fabrics though that have got fruit on it. And then I went and had a look through my stash and realised I was a complete liar. Just in denial, a complete denial. I do have fruity fabrics, and I've got 5 of them altogether, which really shocked me. So what I've done is I've picked all 5 out of my stash, and then I've had a think about what patterns I could pair up with these fabrics, which would hopefully give you a bit of inspiration. And then hopefully I will get at least 1 or 2 of them made up. And what would be really good is if you could pop in the description box below which one's your favourite. It might give me a bit more of a push maybe to go and do that one. Where should we start? Let's take this one for a starter for 10. I mean, this has very obviously got fruit on it. very obviously got fruit on it. And it's a really lovely linen mix fabric. You can see it in this navy, so can you see the texture here? And it's got beautiful lemons all over it. It's a really, really lovely print on that navy. I always think navy and lemon go together really, really nice. So I've got quite a bit of that fabric, but I'm trying to think kind of what I would want to wear this, how I'd want to wear this. And the only thing that was jumping out of me over and over again, which is really bizarre, was the Gilbert shirt from Helen's closet. Now, I've written some notes down here so I can give you details. But yeah, I've never particularly been interested in it until recently. When we went to the Stitch Festival, I saw the lovely Happy Space Creates, and she had like a really retro orangey one on, and she just looked insanely good. And it kind of reminded me about it, because I know it was really popular quite some time ago, and then I haven't really seen much about it. But if you don't know what the Gilbert shirt is, it's just a really nice, relaxed, like camp style collar shirt. Now you can do it cropped with like a tie at the front and short sleeves, or you can do it longer, and I think you can do bell sleeves on it. Is that right, or am I lying? No, you can. I've even written it in my notes. Yeah, so there's quite a few different options as well. It's got a nice yoke at the back. Looks like a fairly simple shirt type of pattern, but I was thinking that would look absolutely gorgeous as a Gilbert shirt, and then to wear it with maybe like, you know, like little white linen trousers or linen shorts. I thought that would just look so fresh and would be really nice maybe for holiday. But then I could also wear this then with like a nice pair of jeans as well, so that I can get some wearability out of it. So what do we think? The Gilbert shirt in that one. Let me know what you think. So that's pattern and fabric number 1. I told you I had loads. Now, number 2, I'm showing you it, but I don't know if I'm going to make it yet, because it's more of a autumnal kind of wintry fabric. This is me saying that I've got no fabric with fruit on. Are you ready? What would you call those then, Ruan? Massive red apples, that's what I'd call them. Now, I loved this fabric when I very first saw it come out. I think it was from Hey So Sister, and then she sold out. And when we went to Scottish Frock Tales, which I can't go to this year, because my husband's dared to have a birthday that weekend, I saw it in So Confident when we went there, and I was like, straight to it, I need to have that. So I've got quite a bit of fabric for this. And I was thinking potentially a Bertha cardigan. And the reason I say that is because I've just made a Bertha cardigan and I absolutely love it. I've worn it loads, but that is probably because it's in a black knitted fabric. Now this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Because you're going to have probably something plain underneath it. And you know me, plain ain't my game. So the other pattern that I've had my eye on for ages, and every time I go on Fold Line and have a look, it's there just staring at me. And it's called the Sally Sweater by Juliana Martejevs. I don't know if that's how you actually say it. I'm assuming she is German, because it says the instructions come in German and in English, and there's also a video tutorial which is in German with English subtitles. But anywho, so the Sally Sweater is kind of raglan sleeves, and then kind of quite big raglan sleeves, and then quite big, almost like bell-like sleeves at the bottom, and it's cropped. And I really, really like the style of this, and I thought that would look really cute in this fabric. So something that's not too thick, but I think it would look, I don't know, nice. The only thing I'm worried about is that the raglan sleeves would cut off the apples. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't think I told you, sorry, the sizing for the Gilbert shirt. I'm going to go back to that now. That is in sizes 0 to 30 US sizes. So that's a bust of 31 to 58, a waist of 24 to 48, and a hips of 33 to 58. And that comes in a B cup and a D cup. for smaller boobies and a bigger boobies. Anyway, so yeah, the Sally sweater though by Juliana is sizes XS to 3XL, so it's not as size inclusive, unfortunately, this one. So the bust is 32 to 45, the waist is 24 to 38, and the hips are 35 to 48. Now my waist actually comes slightly outside those measurements, however there's a lot of ease in it when I've had a look at the fabric, the finished garment measurements, and it's quite boxy, so I think I would get away with it. So that is a possibility for fabric number 2, but do we think it's a little bit summery to be doing that for now? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Right, what should we go to next? This is super fruity, even though I said I ain't got anything with fruit on. What is wrong with me? So I've got, this is fabric number 3. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's quite heavy viscose. It reminds me more of like a viscose twill, but it's black background, and then look at all these fruits. So we've got peaches, we've got figs, lemons, look at that, raspberries, what are they, blueberries, kiwis. As much fruit as you can get on a fabric is on this one. But I think because there's loads of different ones, it doesn't look that obvious. Or is it just me and I'm trying to convince myself that I'm just ridiculous and that I've had all of this in my stash all this time? Now, what I thought might be quite nice in this fabric is the Fringe dress. I had a drink. Although it's sunny outside, which does make me want to drink wine outside in the sun. I thought the Fringe dress by Chalk and Notch. What do we think? I've wanted to make this dress for forever. I think everybody in the community's made it, and I'm the only one sat here that hasn't made it. And I have already got the pattern, and I've already got it printed out. So I'm thinking, is this the time to make it? But I like the Fringe dress. You've got a couple of options with the Fringe dress. You can have it buttoned up at the front, or you can have it kind of like a notched view at the front. I think I'd probably go for the buttoned view, but I quite like the little drop kind of shoulders and the little cuff as well that you can get on it. And then it's gathered skirt, and then it's got like a dipped hem, which I think is really cute, something a little bit different. And I thought I could get quite a bit of use out of that because it's quite vibrant, this fabric, but it's also got the dark background. So I thought I'd get quite a bit of use out of this because I could kind of wear it for like an everyday thing. I could dress it up, and then I could also dress it down, or even maybe to work. Or are the fruits ridiculous? I don't know. You tell me what you think. But that's one of the options anyway. And the Fringe dress, let's have a look, comes in 2 cup sizes. So there's an A, B and a CD, and it's sizes 0 to 30, which is a bust of 32 to 56, a waist of 25 to 49, and a hips of 35 to 59. And the good thing about the pattern as well is you can make it into a blouse as well, like a little peplum blouse, which I think could be quite interesting. So if I make this up in the dress and I really like the shape of it, I'd be tempted to make that into a blouse as well. So that is option number 3. Ta-da! Right, option number 4. I was watching the beautiful Tamlin from Sewn on the Tynes video this morning about her inspiration, and she's got the same fabric as me, and she was talking about it actually on her vlog. And you're right, Tamlin, we all bought it when we were at the Ali Pali show. So we went to the knitting and stitching show, Ali Pali, which is not last November, the November before. We all went back to the hotel and we were all having a little cheeky drink in the bar, the 3 of us, and we were just chilling out because we were really tired. And this fabric flashed up and all of us were on our phones. We need it. All 3 of us absolutely fell in love with it. And this is the fabric. So you might have seen this already, but it's just stunning. I think this is one of my favourite fabrics ever. And that's why I've not made anything out of it. Because you know when you get a little bit nervous about making a fabric because you're probably not be able to replace it. But as you can see, it's got a massive pineapple on it. So that is definitely fruity in my eyes anyway. But it is beautiful. It's got loads of different kind of almost animal print. It's got an eye, palm tree, stars. Look at it. It's just, it is absolutely stunning. And it's got a banana on it. I've just noticed. Oh, look at how excited I am about fruit now. Look at that banana. It's even got a banana on it. Look at me checking now, see if there's any other fruit. I mean, you could say all those little blue dots are blueberries as well, couldn't you? but it's just the most beautiful fabric, and I think I've got 3 meters of that one. Now, like I say, I would, if I'm going to use this fabric, I want it to be a fabric that I can wear all the time. I don't really particularly want it to be a special fabric, as in for a special dress, because I was originally thinking the Dovestone dress by Izzo So Studio, but I thought, will I wear that very often? And I thought probably not. Now, a pattern that I've had on my project section in my stash hub, funnily enough, is the Donny shirt hack that's done into a dress that's tied in the middle. Now, I think if I were to make that in this fabric, that I would wear it a lot. I think it would be really adaptable to any situation. I could wear it in the summer with kind of little white pumps and my Converse, something like that. In the winter, I could wear it with some nice black tights and big chunky boots. So I think I would get an awful lot of wear out of the Donny dress hack, and that is the Friday Pattern Company pattern, if you're not aware. Now, so I've just recently made another Donny, so I've made 2 Donnies, and I forgot how much I loved it, actually, the shape of it. But when I went online and had a look, I think all I would need to do is kind of self-draft a little skirt that I could then gather in with a drawstring and would be good to go. So I don't think it would actually take too much to do that either. Now, sizes on the Donny shirt are an XS to 7X, so always fantastic sizes. Bust of 32 to 60, waist of 24 to 53, and hips of 34 to 63. So a really good size range there as well. So that is fabric number 4. You know, of my non-existent fruit fabric in my stash. Yeah. Right, last one. And I can't do anything, can I, without including a bit of double gauze. And I have got this one in my stash that's got watermelons all over it. Now, I got this actually from First of Fabrics, but I do know it was in a So Hailey Jane box as well at some point, but not one that I'd got. And I love this. So it's like a dusky grey blue with then like almost watercolour watermelons on, and it's absolutely beautiful. But because it's very fruity and quite gimmicky, I don't know if I'd want to wear it kind of almost out and about. So, as you all know, Double Gauze PJ Appreciation Society is something that I set up when I first made my first pair of Double Gauze pyjamas, and I loved them so much. I've actually got 2 or 3 pairs now, but I'd love to make a new pair for this summer. Now, before, when I've made my Double Gauze pyjamas, I've always used the free pattern from Peppermint magazine, the loungewear set, but I fancy something different this time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the Tilly and the Buttons Safiya trousers, but into shorts, because I've just made those recently and they fit lovely, so that wouldn't take too much. But then I don't think I would have necessarily enough of this fabric to make the top as well. And the top that I've had my eye on this for so long, and I'm just doing it now, I'm plumping for it, I'm just going to go for it, is the Matchy Sewing Club Collage Gather Top. And I love this. I don't know if the first time I saw it was on maybe Adele from Sofa Serenity's one of her vlogs a long time ago, but I absolutely have loved this pattern ever since, and I don't understand why I've never made it. Now, what I love about this is it's cut into lots of different panels, so you can use all the same fabric. It'd be really nice maybe if you had like a striped fabric and you had them going in different ways. You can use up all your scraps. So if you've got, you know, them sizable scraps that you just don't want to throw away, be perfect for this. Now, in my recent So Hailey Jane box, I got some double gauze as part of the complimentary fabric, but there's only 1 meter of this. So I was thinking, oh, I'd struggle really as to what to make out of this. However, this and this, I think, goes together really well. So what I'm thinking is shorts in this, and then making the matchy collage gather top in both of these fabrics together, so that it's like a matching set, but I'm going to get to use quite a lot of this 1 meter of fabric here as well. I think it said for my size it was either 1.4 or 1.6 meters for that top. So I'm thinking a combination of whatever's left over from this would be perfect to go with this, and I could make myself a gorgeous pair of summer pyjamas. Can you tell this is maybe my favourite project? I love the idea of this. that's been sat in my stash for ages, and that's just got here. So I'm thinking, what a beautiful combination of colours for summer PJs. So the Matchy Collage gathered top goes from sizes XXS to 6XL. So that's a bust of 31 to 64, a waist of 24 to 57, and a hips of 34 to 67. And yeah, you can, I think you can do 2 sleeve lengths in this as well. You can do a longer sleeve if you want, or you can do like the cut off capped sleeve, which is probably what I would look at doing. But yeah, a really nice combination of 2 fabrics to hopefully make myself some gorgeous fruity pajamas. So that is fabric number 5 and kind of 6. So to go from thinking that I literally had no fabrics that would be suitable for this challenge, I've not even had to go out and buy any. Which is ridiculous. Let me know if you're the same. If you kind of looked at this challenge and gone, oh no, couldn't possibly. But actually when you think about it, the scope of it is a lot larger. So you can choose colours. You could choose the colour of a strawberry or a raspberry. That type of thing, you know. And then you don't have to necessarily do a garment either. You can do accessories. So a really nice bag with a banana on it or something, you know. Why not? So yeah, they're my ideas. Please do let me know in the comment section down below which one's your favourite. Or maybe your favourite 2, and then I can have a look at what you guys have thought, and maybe it'll give me the push to maybe get more than one project done. But I'm determined to get at least one done, ready for the deadline of June the 30th. So that's me all done. I hope you do join in this lovely community challenge, and it's also been run for a really good cause as well. If people would like to, they can donate to the charity that Yvette has also plumped for. So do go over, like I say, to her channel and have a look at that. If you've got any questions at all, do let me know in the comment section down below, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.